What if the next great investment opportunity isn't buried underground, but generated by the sun, the wind, and the infrastructure powering our future? For more than a century, fortunes were made by digging for coal, oil, and natural gas. Entire economies were built on fossil fuels. But the future of energy looks very different. Renewable energy is no longer just an environmental conversation. It's a capital conversation, a strategic conversation. And for investors who think long-term, it represents one of the most important opportunities and challenges of our time. In this video, part one of a two-part series, we'll focus on the opportunity and the global energy shift that's driving it. The transition to clean energy is one of the biggest economic stories of the 21st century. Over the coming decades, trillions of dollars will be invested in renewable power, energy storage, and modern infrastructure. New industries will emerge, new global leaders will rise, and long-established businesses will be disrupted. For individual investors, this scale of change can be both exciting and intimidating. The headlines are full of bold claims, dramatic charts, and massive projections. But behind the hype are real companies, real projects, and real financial metrics. Understanding the difference between story and substance is the key to successful investing. This is not a get-rich-quick opportunity. Renewable energy investing requires patience, discipline, and a clear head. The path forward will not be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. There will be winners and losers. Technology will evolve. Governments and policies will change. Markets will be volatile. But despite all of that, the underlying direction is clear. The world is moving toward cleaner energy sources. The real question is not if, but how fast and who benefits. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is renewable energy? In simple terms, renewable energy comes from sources that do not run out. Nature continually replenishes them. Think of it like a river that keeps flowing, rather than a well that eventually runs dry. These sources are the opposite of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. The main types are easy to understand. Solar energy, which captures sunlight using panels. Wind energy, which uses turbines to convert moving air into electricity. Hydropower, which uses flowing water to spin generators. Geothermal energy, which taps heat deep inside the earth. And biomass energy, which uses organic materials like wood, crops, or waste. But to truly understand renewable energy, we have to think beyond just making electricity. Renewable energy is not a single technology. It's an entire system built on three interconnected pillars. The first is production. These are the companies that build and operate solar farms, wind projects, hydro plants, and other clean power sources. The second pillar is energy storage. This is a critical piece of the puzzle. The sun doesn't always shine, the wind doesn't always blow. Large-scale batteries and storage systems allow energy produced during peak times to be saved and used later. This is what transforms renewable energy from an intermittent resource into a reliable and stable power supply. The third pillar is infrastructure. This includes high-voltage transmission lines, distribution grids, control systems, and factories that manufacture panels, turbines, and batteries. Much of today's infrastructure was designed for fossil fuels. It needs to be upgraded and expanded to handle a modern, decentralized energy system. Building out this entire ecosystem, production, storage, and infrastructure, is a massive undertaking. Each pillar offers different investment opportunities, risks, and return profiles. And this is a key insight for investors. Smart investors evaluate the whole system, not just one piece. So, why is this happening now? Why has renewable energy moved from the margins to the center of the global economy? There are four powerful forces driving this shift. First is climate pressure. Governments and citizens around the world are demanding action to reduce carbon emissions. This has created strong political momentum. Second is energy security. Many countries want to reduce dependence on imported fossil fuels, whose prices can be volatile and whose supply can be disrupted by geopolitics. Producing energy at home increases national independence. Third is dramatically falling costs. Over the past decade, the cost of solar and wind power has collapsed. In many regions, they are now the cheapest sources of new electricity generation available. This is not a gradual change, it's a technological revolution. Fourth is policy and capital alignment. Governments are setting net zero targets. Corporations are committing to clean energy, and vast pools of global capital are flowing in the same direction. When government policy, corporate demand, and investment capital all align, the momentum becomes very hard to ignore. Renewable energy is not a trend. It's a structural transformation of the global energy system. But opportunity without discipline is dangerous. In part 2, we'll move from why this matters to how investors actually participate. We'll explore the main ways to invest in renewable energy, why the financial case works, the real risks investors must manage, and how smart investors build resilient portfolios in this space. Because the goal isn't to time the energy transition, it's to position wisely within it. If you found this helpful, make sure to watch part 2.